Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome to Dr. Flow's Midday Boost, part of Love in Action Network. It's so good to see y'all today. I'm gonna give you a few minutes to come in. You're so loved and lovable. You've always been loved and lovable, and you're always going to be loved and lovable. I'm going to wipe off my greasy camera here. Maybe lower down the shade just a little bit. Oh, that's better. Come on in, Remy. You're loved and lovable. Princess, you're loved and lovable. Jaka, you're loved and lovable. All of our friends joining us over on YouTube. Thank you, King. And Facebook,
And for your camera.
Instagram. Oh, well, thank you. I need it for my glasses. I don't know if the camera's dirty or if it's my glasses, so we'll just fix both. We're going to be here for about 45 minutes to an hour. Give me 1 second to share this out across my network. I'm here every day raising the message of loved and lovable. How would my life be different today if I stayed present and recognized deeply and profoundly that I was loved and lovable? And so I'm so grateful for your time and your attention. We are going places and doing things for love. Give me 1 more second. I'm going to share out what we're doing over on Facebook Messenger. If you have not joined our WhatsApp groups or our Facebook Messenger groups yet in our ecosystem of love, I encourage you to tap in. We are doing the work of love. It's our responsibility to amplify the truth about love. And the truth about love is that it never leaves us. It never forsakes us. The truth about love is that real love never dies. The truth about love is that just when you think that you've come to the end of your rope in love, love begins to give back more. And so you're in my, what I call my daily confessional, but it's really a midday boost to hopefully, and thank you everybody for sharing the room and liking the room. We're trying to amplify the vibration of love and raise the consciousness of the planet. And we know that we all can do this in our own special way. Just give me a second. I'm going to share this out across all of our ecosystems. And then I will be on our way. I want you to know that, as I say every day, and the message doesn't really change, you're loved and lovable. And you've always been loved and lovable, and you're always going to be loved and lovable no matter what. And how would your life... I'll give Poppy Water a second to mute out. How would your life change today if you really, really knew deeply and profoundly that you are loved and lovable? Welcome to the stage, Poppy Water. Poppy Water is my manager and also my partner in life and holder of love. Caretaker of, defender of love. And love is something worth defending, folks. We may not always feel like love. Thank you, Kiki, for following. We may not think that love is worth defending, but love is certainly worth defending, and love is worth standing up for. And there's so many forces in life and so many people in life that will try to talk you out of being loving and being kind and being compassionate, but love is worth it. Love is definitely worth it. All right, so there's a couple things that I try to touch on every day with our community. And Poppy Water did bring me the little, so I can let you all have a clearer view of Dr. Flo. Please share this room to anyone that you think would benefit from being in a positive vibration for the next 40 minutes or so. If there's someone who walks across your heart who may need a pep talk or an uplift or a boost, because we all need a boost from time to time. And thank you, Jen, for liking the live. I really like that. We got 1,000 likes already. I appreciate you. Keep liking, because it tells people that we're here and that we're doing something awesome and powerful. Remember, love is the greatest power there is, and we owe it to ourselves and to the world to amplify the truth about love. The first quote today that we're going to share in Holding Space is from Ralph Waldo Emerson. This was a poet and writer who died in 1882, which always reminds me that I'm not going to be alive forever. I don't know when my number is going to get pulled, but Ralph Waldo Emerson lived from 1803 to 1882. So he had a really, really long life, about 72 years or so. 79 years or so. But he's no longer here anymore, which means that time's ticking. I'm very, as a loved and lovable human, I'm very acutely aware that we will not be here forever. And so how we spend our time and how we spend our love is really important. I don't want to dwell in worry. I don't want to dwell in fear. I don't want to dwell in agitation. I don't want to argue with people. I want to surrender all of my weapons. I want to surrender all of my weapons and just be in a pure positive vibration of love. And that's available to everyone who chooses to receive it. I can't make you take love into your heart, but you can make that choice today. Anyway, the late great Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "Do not be too timid and squeamish about your actions. All life is an experiment. The more experiments you make, the better. What if they be a little coarse and you may get your coat soiled or torn? What if you do fail and get fairly rolled in the dirt once or twice? Up again. You shall never be so afraid of a tumble." I don't know who this is for today, but receive this word. Do not be too timid and squeamish about your actions. All life is an experiment. The more experiments you make, the better. You know, I sometimes personally get agitated that I have to keep going. I sometimes get very, very overwhelmed that, like, oh, it has not worked out yet? Or you mean I've got to talk to more humans? I've got to engage more people? I've got to network with more individuals? You mean I can't just send one email and have all of my dreams come true? But his quote from the 1800s says that the more experiments you make in this life, the better, because all of life is an experiment. What if they be a little coarse and you get your coat soiled or torn? What if you do fail? Good morning, cool voice. What if you do fail and get fairly rolled in the dirt once or twice? I know there's so many kids that I forgot, Poppy Water, that you were over. And so when I looked up and I saw somebody in the camera, I was like, how did this happen? A lot of us are afraid of getting dirty. We don't want our spiritual clothes to get dirty. We don't want our lives to get dirty. We don't want to appear imperfect. We want to put on our Sunday's best. Cool Voice Media says, I'm at Comic-Con today meeting fans and signing autographs. For those of you who don't know, Cool Voice Media is one of our in-network buddies. And he is a voiceover actor for the Transformer movies and a bunch of other. And he is letting people know that they are loved and lovable today. Yes. You know, Dr. Flow's challenge is very, very simple. Just share with 5 people that they are loved and lovable, and you'll start to change the world and change the world around you, especially. So thank you for that, Cool Voice Media. Thank you for amplifying that message of love. I do challenge everyone under the sound of my voice to share with 5 people. It could be a text message. I'm surrounded by a lot of producers and entertainment people who love to go live. So, as I do. So, go live, text someone, knock on a neighbor's door. Just in sincerity, let them know that they are loved and lovable. Beyond the loved part, because they probably know that they are already loved by someone, but beyond the loved part, let them know that they're lovable, because when you know that you're lovable, you allow that love to penetrate into your heart. And if you do encounter failure in your life, and I encounter failure all the time because I'm a risk taker, I am a dreamer and a risk taker, so I fail a lot. You'd be surprised. I fail professionally. But if I do fail and get fairly rolled around in the dirt once or twice, up again, you shall never be so afraid of a tumble. Ellen Bass said, the thing is to love life, to love it even when you have no stomach for it. And everything you've held dear crumbles like burnt paper in your hands. Your throat filled with the silt of it. Then you hold life like a face between your palms. A plain face. No charming smile. No violet eyes. And you say, yes, I will take you, life. I will love you again. One more time for your heart. The thing is to love life. To love it even when you have no stomach for it. Anybody out there listening today sometimes just does not have a stomach for life. It's overwhelming. It's aggressive. It's mean. Life can be cruel and mean at times. Not all the time. Not all the time. Just sometimes. And everything you've held dear crumbles like burnt paper in your hands. It reminds me of when I had to take rest and leave New York City for a bit. And I felt so defeated and so rejected by my personal experience. I was overcoming deep anxieties and depression. I was in a state of capital O overwhelm. And my life was crumbling like a burnt piece of paper, and my throat was filling with silt. But then you hold life like a face between your palms. A plain face. A charming smile. No violet eyes, and you say, yes, I will take you again. I will love you again. This last quote that I'm going to read today before we move forward is for the dreamers in the room. And drop me some emojis if you are a dreamer. Give me a second to get a glass of water. I'm very human. I shouldn't have to tell you, but some people desperately need to hear it. Dr. Flo is very human. Yes, Donovan, I see you. Okay, so you're a dreamer, and I also see your yin and your yang. Okay, so this message is for you. It's from William Hutchinson Murray. And the quote is all about our commitment to our dreams. So, until one is committed, there is hesitancy, the chance to draw back, always ineffectiveness. Concerning all acts of initiative and creation, there's one elementary truth, that ignorance of which kills countless ideas and splendid plans, that the moment one definitely commits oneself, then providence moves also. All sorts of things occur to help one that would never otherwise have occurred. A whole stream of events issues from the decision, raising in one's favor all manner of unforeseen incidents and meetings and material assistance which no man could have dreamed would have come his way. Whatever you can do or dream you can do, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. Begin it now. I'll read it one more time. Until one is committed, there is hesitancy, the chance to draw back, always ineffectiveness. Concerning all acts of initiative and creation, there's one elementary truth, that ignorance of which kills countless ideas and splendid plans, that the moment one definitely commits oneself, then providence moves too. All sorts of things occur to help one that would never otherwise have occurred. A whole stream of events issues from the decision to commit yourself, raising in one's favor all manner of unforeseen incidents and meetings and material assistance, which no man could have dreamed would come his way. And that's also for the women. No women, no they, thems, no humans, no aliens could dream of all of the unforeseen incidents, meetings, and material assistance that can come our way. Whatever you can do or dream that you can do, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. Begin it now. All right, you know that every day for the Midday Boost, I top you up with some wonderful affirmations. I'm looking for my affirmation card. It's in one of these books, or it was. I hope that you all are having a wonderful day. I hope that something that you hear here inspires you to your greatness. All right. Take one of your affirmations. Take one of these affirmations with you as you pass through the internet and as you pass through the galaxy. We're hurling through the galaxy at thousands of miles per hour, and yet so many of us believe still that we're standing still. You could not be stuck or standing still if you tried. You could not be stuck or standing still. But my life isn't moving forward, Dr. Flo. You may not feel like you're moving forward, but I promise you the earth is spinning on its axis at thousands of miles per hour. And then while it's spinning, the earth is also hurling through the universe. and there's all planets, and the sun is even moving at thousands of miles per hour. We think the sun is right there in the sky because we're looking at it, but it too is just hurling through the universe. Everything in constant motion, everything vibrating at a frequency that seeks to support us. And because we are supported, we now affirm, I honor my truth. I honor my truth. I have everything that I need. I have everything that I need. I am enough. I am enough. I am grateful. I am grateful. I choose to go with the flow. I choose to go with the flow. I am confident. I am confident. I am present. I am present. I am supported. I am supported. I am worthy. I am worthy. I let go of what does not serve me. I let go of what does not serve me. I am strong. I am strong. I am patient. I am patient. I trust the process. I trust the process. I love myself. I love myself. I'm doing my best. Oh yes, I am doing my best. I respect my journey. I respect my journey. I am rich. I am rich. I am abundant. I am abundant. I choose to find happiness. I choose to find happiness. Pressing forward, and then I'll hand it over to Papi Wata, who lovingly made the bed. We're going to move and do our anti-capitalist affirmations because so many of us are agitated and worried around the concept and energy that we call money. In spirit, good morning, Loretta. Good to see you. I'm glad I looked over to our friends over on YouTube and Facebook this morning. Let me find where you are. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Good morning to Loretta Mary over on YouTube. Thank you for being here. You're loved and lovable. You've always been loved and lovable, and you're always going to be loved and lovable. Spirit said, look over to the YouTube feed. And I looked over, and there was loved and lovable Loretta. May your day be lifted today, Loretta. May Spirit rise you above the battlefield, and may you see clearly that all is well. All is well. Everything is working out for our highest good, and out of this situation, only good can come, and we are safe. All is well. All is well. Everything is working out for our highest good, and out of these situations and circumstances in our lives, only good can come, and we are safe. Deeply and profoundly safe in love. The truth is The truth is that because we're here, we have the opportunity to love. And also the opportunity to release all of the things that do not serve us. And this is why I do the anti-capitalist affirmations, because our obsession and preoccupation with money and the making of money creates so much suffering on the planet. And I want to hit the unsubscribe button on that. I want to unsubscribe from all worry and fear and drama as it relates to this energy and exchange we call money. Spirit is supplying every need. So therefore I affirm that I'm allowed to spend my time creating things even if they are not beautiful. I'm allowed to spend my time creating things even if they are not beautiful. There's no such thing as a real job. All forms of work are real and valid. There's no such thing as a real job. All forms of work are real and valid. There is nothing that I need to accomplish to be worthy. I'm already worthy. There's nothing that I need to accomplish to be worthy. I'm already worthy. I'll stop here for a second and just say there's so many people who are trying to chase certifications and degrees and accolades and awards, and if I win salesperson of the month, then I'll get the recognition I need to get the commission I need and all that. You don't need to accomplish any of those things, folks, to be worthy. The Spirit already calls you worthy. The Spirit already calls you worthy. Doing nothing is good for my soul. I affirm that doing nothing is good for my soul. So many people are rushing from this place to that place, and this place to that place, and that place to this place, but sometimes the gift is in being still. We know that even in doing nothing, you're still doing something. You're doing the nothing, but the doing of the nothing is just so good for my soul. I'm going to take about 30 seconds now, and I may lose the room. Attention deficit disorder is a real thing, and our attention spans, especially in the United States, are so small. But I'm going to take about 30 seconds to just focus on doing nothing. I promise you that the Spirit we call God will grant you peace in every storm. I promise you that the energy and power and spirit that we call God will grant you peace in every storm. And the reason why I know this is because I have peace right now in my own storms. at peace right now in my own storms. And doing nothing is good for my soul. Let's continue. We just took a moment to do nothing. It was so good. I'm not defined by what I produce. I'm not defined by what I produce. My worth cannot be measured by my paycheck, my job title, or a list of professional or academic achievements. My worth cannot be measured by my paycheck, my job title, or a list of professional or academic achievements. I do not need to monetize my hobbies. It's enough to spend time doing something I love. I do not need to monetize my hobbies. It's enough to spend time doing something I love. I love live streaming. Can't you tell? I really enjoy amplifying love in the metaverse. So even if no money came from this, and money does come from this, but even if no money came from this, I would still have enough in my heart doing what I love. I will not let society decide what success looks like. I can define what successful life looks like for me. I will not let society decide what success looks like. I can define what success looks like for me. I'm adding to this today, I will not let society decide what love looks like. I can define what love looks like for me. And I will not let society decide what peace looks like. I can define for myself what a peaceful life looks like for me. Thank you everybody for being here today. We are joined by our wonderful friends over on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and also Facebook. Poppy Water is with us over on TikTok, sharing the love. Is it called unmiking? Miking up? He's miking up. To share all of his intuitive insights of the day. So thank you everybody for being here. Over on TikTok, we got Poppy Water. Take it away, King.
Good morning, good day, wherever you are in the world, as we are global here at Love and Action Network, okay? And I'm just going to talk about a 3-card pool that I have for today, just what Spirit is laying on my heart to lay on to people. Also, before I say anything, rest today. Find you some rest today. Rest today. Okay? And the first card, I'm pulling in forms of now, soon, and then. So this is the energy that's pulling up on us in this order. So first I'm seeing, again, rest is pulling up in the cards. Waiting and chilling, being content with what is like, not content in the sense of like I'm not worried or doing anything when there's clearly a problem. Not that type of contentness, more so being content with what you have. Like I'm okay. What content is actually supposed to mean, I'm being called to say. I'm content with my life, no matter how it's going. And I can move in peace in that and still know that I can relax no matter what is happening. That's the word. And I always get called to tell you all that planning is working. So if you are trying to have a day of absolute no work, don't plan. And if you're hard on yourself about not working because you had to take time to plan out what you was going to do, you are working. But it's giving no movement rest. You need to be planning a moment of absolute rest, whether it's 30 minutes or 24 hours. Because very soon, it's get very much like club to club energy. You're gonna have to walk these streets boldly and proudly. It's giving male celebrity energy walking in. I specifically see me and Dr. Flo. I know that this is a reflection of us all walking into clubs where everyone's wearing black and gold and there's lights flashing, right? And it's work. Rest, because you're gonna need it, because the world is calling for you and is ready to receive you. The cloud, okay? And I don't know who needs to hear this, but watch your alcohol intake. And also just make sure you're taking everything in flow. And by that I mean no overindulgence. Make sure you're not overindulging in anything or using addictions to whatever, whether it be food, drug, alcohol, whatever, to silence your thoughts, because you need to know what's going on. We rest so our mind can process the thoughts of what's going on. So move in that, okay? Don't let anything stop you. I'm called to tell y'all, my life over here, I'm sitting on 0. This is the first time that's happened and sat this long. And I'm gonna keep talking because the real world is ready to perceive me. We're gonna be online and moving in the physical. I can see it. And then number 9, alright, be careful who you're working with. Be careful who you're working with. I just gotta download about a specific person I'm working with. Just be mindful of who you're working with, right? It's giving, if you're gonna do it, have a contract. Have a contract. And a short-term contract. One time, and then just continue to be in community with the person. There's someone who's going to come up to us very soon, or is already here, coming with business proposals and working, and they're excited to work with us. They can't be trusted. Do that task, as it's going to help you. Do it with the contract, and then leave it on the table. Just be mindful that your ancestors are like, Our spirits are like, Not them, not long term. Do this and go about your business. And I'm listening to that loudly. It's giving like, it's not sheep, a snake in sheep's clothing. It's interesting. Look at the tail. The tail wagged and you've seen it already. The tail of the snake. Just be mindful. They can't harm you if you don't go into deep business and don't talk too much. Especially not for free. Written agreements. And I'll be listening to that as well. So just be mindful, okay? Especially with that celeb energy, people can see that on you. People can see that you're about to pop. People can smell it. They can smell how abundance loves on you. Be mindful. Because the thing is, everybody's not working with God. And as a spiritualist, everybody's not working with God. God is that absolute love energy that causes people to check themselves in their ego. So I'm telling you, I will just know I'm right and know I'm moving, and God will shut me down. If they're not moving in that absolute check and balance system, it means that they can act out of ego. God just keeps saying, watch him. Watch him. and go. Speak your peace and preach and go. I'm telling my business. And it's for y'all too. I'm called to stay here for a reason. Watch him. Speak your peace. Preach, teach, and go. It's going to connect you to somebody you really want to know. People use you as stepping stones. And when you feel that, do it back. You get to step up too. You get to get your needs met too. So if they're going to use you, fine. Let's put it on paper. Let's use each other. Let's barter. But you ain't just finna be using me. You ain't just finna be using me. I see God. I see now. I see fully now. I love you. And just don't let nobody get you. Okay? Don't let nobody get you. I've been fooled once, twice, and thrice. That's a lesson I've learned good. And you don't have to see this as a bad thing. It's okay to want things from other people and to want to utilize other people, right? It's just, are you making it an even and equal exchange or not? That's the T. It's an equal exchange. So when you find someone is using you, know that you have the power to turn it into an equal exchange. And if they fight it, leave them in the dust. They get no water. But if I'm gonna pour water, you at least gonna turn the faucet on for me. You're a teacher and a healer. I'm a teacher and a healer. We're gonna have to talk after this line, beloved. With that, I yield, and I love all of y'all. Just take that lesson in stride. You're about to pop. Rest. Because God's gonna have you out in the street signing autographs. You're gonna need your energy for that. Everybody gonna want a piece of you. So you need to rest and know who you are and know what you want before you go out in the world and everybody start putting on their mask again, so that they can just be in your glory. Because something in their spirit know you're the right choice. Welcome in. Funk. I pray you're having a beautiful day. Okay? Funk and puppetry, I believe is how I say it. Beloved, correct me if I'm wrong. Thank you for liking the live. Yeah, just be mindful. Get yourself together and know what a collaborator. And in this rest, you need to be asking your higher power, what type of collaborator should you be looking for? And asking for what standards should you be holding up? I'm going to do it today. I'm going to be in bed writing down my list of standards for collaboration. You write your list, because we always be worried about, well, would they like to work with me? Am I good enough to work with them? Are they good enough to work with you? You got standards, beloved. Whether you know them or not, write it down. Start making a list, and I bet you have standards. Your list of wants, those are your standards. You want a collaborator that's peaceful? That's a standard. Okay? You want a collaborator that's going to teach you for every piece that you teach them? That's a standard. Hold them to a standard. Because if we're going to hold ourselves, because I'm assuming, because thank you, Funk and Puppetry. Okay? Thank you to the Funk. Okay? Y'all follow him. Them. And thank you for the roses. I love on you. Just be mindful, okay? Because I assume that we're all holding ourselves to a standard. Because we should be. And I feel like this, if I gotta do it, everybody gotta do it. If I'm gonna be accountable, everybody gonna be accountable. If I'm gonna hold myself to a standard, everybody's getting held to a higher standard. What I put out is what I get back. And what I put into myself is gonna come to me as well. That's what I'm going to attract, because that's what I'm going to emit off of my energy. It's going to shine out into the world. bag of chips. People gonna want to use you. People gonna want to use you, and they'll mean good for you. They don't always mean they mean ill, because they want to use you. Again, it's just about whether or not they give back to you. Can you use them too? That's what decides whether or not it's a problem. If you can't use them, they can't use you. Because when we're using each other, it then comes out of a user standpoint, and we get into co-collaboration and reciprocity energy. Flowing, two cups pouring into each other simultaneously, and they fill a giant glass. Below. For the community. So just be mindful, y'all. That's the reading of the day today. Okay? Yeah, my ancestors are screaming. They say he's a liar, a cheat, and they're telling it to be straight. God, listen. Good to know. I love y'all. That's my word for today, y'all. Be mindful who you work with and hold them to standards. They can't do you wrong if you set the standards on paper and they sign them. They can act however they want to act after that. Don't be like me. I'm fighting for a business now. I ain't fighting actually. I'm resolving it today. But I'm in that situation because I didn't do this. So make sure you get the standards written on paper, because the paper gonna hold them to it. You don't gotta do it then. You just gotta lay the paper on the table. You remember this? Ain't that your signature? You wrote this, didn't you? On the 1st. You remember that? Mm-hmm. And then you brought the witness, who also signed. Yeah, that was you. So why are you doing this? Do I need to call my lawyer? And sometimes people need those codes of conduct to just be sitting with them so they don't act up. But some people don't know how to treat you. You gotta teach people how to treat you. And some people need it in the paperwork. So give them all paperwork. Get them all paperwork. And I don't know why God got me in your business today, but you start putting that, I don't know if I can curse here. You start putting they behinds on paperwork. They want to come into your space and take glory. They can take home their paperwork as well, their copy. E-sign is your friend. Look into e-sign. God wants me to say, I love you. I love you. Make them sign. They don't just get to take home and leave and not give you anything. Because then there's people that are pretending to give you stuff who ain't giving you nothing. Put them on paper. You gotta start getting on paper below. My paperwork easy. And it's just that brain, I promise you. I promise you. Put them on. Get on. Alright. I'm gonna get up off. You're gonna sign on a dotted line. That's straight up from the divine. Welcome back in Bellows Ranch. Okay, if I wasn't lactose intolerant, child, I love ranch.
Thank you, Poppy Water.
With that, I yield.
Thank you, Poppy Water. Spirit is speaking through you always, and I'm happy that even when you had 0 watchers, you stayed true to your assignment, because when you work in community, you're never alone. You never had 0 watchers because I was sitting here watching you, so you always had 1. And then there were 11 or so over here. And so when you share in community, you never are empty-handed. That's the reason why we collaborate. That's the reason why we come together. That's why old friends are best. Because when you got friends in this life and lovers in this life and partners in this life, you're never ever alone. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade. And yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. Me. I'm in charge of me. I take responsibility for me. And I love me deeply and profoundly. We're going to end today. We got about 13 minutes left, I believe, on the clock. I'm going to check the timer. Oh, about 9 minutes left, actually, until this is done. And we'll say goodbye to our TikTok buddies, Instagram friends, and also those who've joined us ever so graciously over on Facebook and also YouTube. Thank you for your love and support, and thank you for sending vibrations of love to us. Everything we give out in the world comes back to us multiplied. I'll say it one more time. Everything you put out in the world comes back to you multiplied. We've made it through a full week of programming. I believe I showed up every day this week, which booty claps for me. And so today we land in the crown chakra. We start on Sundays every week, and we'll start again tomorrow in our root chakra. And for 7 days of the week, we move up, 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 up into our crown chakra. All of us beloved kings and queens here on planet Earth. And the crown chakra is all about your connection with your spirit. The color of the crown chakra is purple for wisdom, tranquility, intuition, royalty, respect, regality, an important figure energy. It's what Poppy Water was talking about when he said you're going to be signing autographs. It's what Cool Voice Media, our good friend Xavier, is going through. He's at Comic-Con today in New York City signing autographs because he voices Transformers. We have a friend in our network that is the voice of Transformers in the movies. It's that important figure, royalty, wise energy. And we focus today on Imani, which is the concept and principle of faith in Kwanzaa. Trusting in the unseen. Knowing that even though life is not working out perfectly for us right now, we have faith that all things are coming up for the good for us. Fresh air, sunlight, nature, and water is going to be the food that's going to get you through life today. Fresh air, sunlight, nature, and good water. Stay hydrated today, folks. Wherever you are in the world, stay hydrated. The affirmation of the crown chakra is, I understand and I know. I understand that there is greatness in me, and I know that there's greatness inside of me. I know that I've been called with many gifts to give to the planet. I know love is the only real power that exists, and I know that I walk with the light. Light walks with me. I know that everybody who's come through this live stream today has been changed by the power of the Holy Spirit. And I know is good. I know deeply that I am a treasured and cherished child of the universe, and I know that faith is mine. I know that abundance is mine. I know that grace is mine and sufficient today and every day. In this session together, I'm holding for green in my network. What do you know today? What do you know deep, deep, deep? What do you know that's going to keep you uplifted and stable when all of your life falls apart? What do you know? Who do you love? Are you for sure? If you want to charge crystals with your prayers for the crown chakra, selenite, labradorite, moonstone, amethyst, which is my birthstone, and clear quartz will help you. The body part of the crown chakra is the top of your head. And when you are imbalanced in your crown chakra, you will make an enemy of your thoughts. You'll be very, very overwhelmed with your thoughts if you're not balanced in your throat chakra. And you also will be very uncomfortable with higher power. You'll be anxious, fearful, depressed, and very unsatisfied. If your crown is tilted on your head, you'll be very unsatisfied with life. You can be in the most beautiful places. You can be surrounded by the most beautiful people. You can have the best things happening to you. And if your crown is not aligned on your head, you will still be unsatisfied. Anybody out there ever had like this feeling of dissatisfaction where no matter what you did or said or who you were around, you just were not satisfied? It's probably because you're a little unbalanced in your crown chakra. But there's good news. The good news is that when you pay attention and you're mindful and you are aligned in your crown chakra, you will be blissful in this life. You'll be whole. You'll know that you reflect divinity. Like I know that I reflect divinity. I know that people see God in my life. They tell me all the time. They say, I see God in you, Dr. Flo. And when you're aligned with your crown chakra, you know that you reflect that divinity. You can see beauty in the world all around, and you're very optimistic about the future. We got a minute and a half left. I want to encourage everyone to be in a state of blessing today. I want to encourage everyone to find the good in the world today. And may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be free of all suffering. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be free of all suffering. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be free of all suffering. And may love hold you today and every day in its very, very big and capable hands. As above, so below. As above, so below. As above, so below. And so it is. Amen. Ashe. Namaste. Thank you, Instagram. Thank you, TikTok. Thank you, YouTube and Facebook. May the love and light of the universe shine through you today, everywhere. You're worth it. You're very much worth it. You're worth having a happy life. You're worth having great things happen to you in succession.